Hello, this is Swanö from Edge of Sanity, and today we're going to talk about Sacrificed. And what can I say? It's one of the strangest songs ever to be appearing on an album that they say is a death metal album, because that song it's actually a gothic rock song, extremely inspired by the Sisters of Mercy. But the main riff is actually more inspired by She Sells Sanctuary by The Cult, that I felt was also kind of a gothic song, but I realize now it wasn't really. But I didn't know much about gothic rock in this time, but all I knew was that our guitar player Sami, he was showing an appreciation for gothic rock, and during one of the few rehearsals we did for the Headbangers Ball showcase we were filming for MTV in Brighton, we were just going through the set, which songs we were playing, and at that time we were all a little bit estranged. Edge of Sanity was more of a project than a band, meaning we didn't rehearse every Monday and Wednesday and write songs together. We were pretty much doing it the way some bands are doing it today. They write separate and then they just kind of get together and rehearse and then they do the album. And I remember during this rehearsal, Sami mentioned that he liked gothic rock, and I was really eager to try to get some kind of band vibe going again. And I felt, cool, I like gothic rock too, you know, The Mission, Sisters of Mercy, and let's make a gothic rock song. Let's see what that is. And during a rehearsal, Sacrifice just existed. I still have vivid memories of this extremely small rehearsal space. And we were just so happy that we were creating something together as a band. And I think that didn't happen for a very, very long time. And Sacrifice was ready, like written in rehearsal. And we felt, oh, fuck, this is so awesome. Let's play it live on the MTV showcase in a couple of weeks. And we were like, yoo-hoo, we've written a new song, cool. And we played it live. And some of the audience were even giving me a finger. And the rest of them were like, what's this then? You know, who changed the band on the stage? And hearing it back then later on Headbangers Ball with my vocals and mix from the event, it sounded terrible. And what can I say? We somehow stick to the idea. And I told them, we need drum machine, we need programmed bass, we need this to be like Lucretia, My Reflection, mixed with Marianne, or you know, all these big gothic hits. And said and done. The guys let me have my way, and let him do whatever he wants with this shit goth song. And I had my way. And it became something that Black Mark was actually producing. There's a promo single of it on CD, I think, with only Sacrificed on it. And they were pushing it really hard. And I think we ended up getting a bit of press also in the gothic camp. But they were more like, what's on the rest of the album? This is not a goth rock album. What's going on? So I love the song. I think it's cool. It's one of those big experiments. And then again, Benny is a big fan of Celtic Frost. And I was very inspired by their lust for adventure, how they could switch so rapidly from something like Hellhammer and then early Celtic Frost, and then they just started experimenting with strange electronic stuff then on into the Pandemonium, and I thought, oh, if they can do it, then we can do it. So that's what we did. And I recently read in a magazine that you could, as a writer, say, when I listen to this album, I always skip this song. And then there was this one writer who said, Sacrificed, Edge of Sanity, Spectral Sorrows. And I think, fine, you know, it's really got no business on this album, but somehow it's got business on it, because we were as a band all over the place at the time, and I actually had fear of physical violence upon the release of the Spectral Sorrows, because, I mean, our other release was unorthodox, and then we come out with this one, and what would the guys think? You know, oh, we have gothic songs, we have Manowar cover. But it all turned out cool, and I think it's the beginning of a chapter in the Edge of Sanity history where we actually did sell pretty good, you know. And it was a necessary thing to do to shake things up. And for me, I think Sacrifice is one of the cooler songs. I mean, there are other songs on the album that I like more, but for what it is, you know, it's such a weird song. But as a Gothic song, I think it's catchy as hell, you know, and especially, of course, the remix is for me the ultimate version of Sacrifice. There's no doubt in that I could finally tweak it in a way that I did not have the possibility or the ability to do in 1993, working with tape. And I mean, we were recording and mixing this stuff in the same time that I spent maybe edit the vocals for Sacrificed remix. So yeah, you have now the tools and the time to make it sound like you wish it would. And now, thanks to Century Media and all these reissues, I can present it on the bonus CD version of the Spectral Sorrows, the complete remix of the Spectral Sorrows. And I'm happy for that.